GCPD were lucky enough to spot a firefighter being held hostage at the Founders Island lighthouse. Plan your attack, Master Bruce. The captors look to be armed.
I thought Bruce Wayne had nothing better to do than waste his parents' inheritance. Guy's really gone down in my estimation.
Cash. The malicious aerial redeployment is eliminated. Resume Founders Island patrols.
Choppers are taking flight as we speak, Batman.
Bruce Wayne? Bruce Wayne kicked our asses all night? I thought Batman was ex-Special Forces or something like that. I guess not. Who trained him? Who built his gear? Who's running support? His butler? Look, if you let me go, I won't say anything. I swear. Really? You swear? Yes. Cross your heart and hope to die? Please. What do you say? You think he means it? I don't know. He's pretty desperate. He might be lying. I'm not. You see, we ain't known you that long, and we don't know if we can trust you, so we need something. A guarantee. Like a down payment. I don't have any money. We weren't thinking money. We were thinking body parts. What? Fingers. Toes.
Someone must have seen where he went.
Cheap tricks, bat freak! That's all you got? I'm gonna see if the guy who got hit's still breathing. Where? This way! I'll cover you. Go!
I can't attempt to free the firemen until I secure the area. I need this.
I don't know how to thank you, Batman. Have you found any of the crew?
Some, but there's more
I
of you.
think you got him. Hey, my stepbrother's...
He's fine.
Thanks, Batman.
I miss Scarecrow speeches. Felt real Halloween-y. Riddler's definitely funnier, though.
Batman just hit a serpent drone!
He's got it. And anyone who knows Bruce Wayne suddenly got dragged into the firing line.
Serpent offline! All units be advised. Checkpoint operational in the north of Founders Island. Falcon 3 out.
Nice driving, idiot! He's right there! Just go! You want to get out! Get the hell out! You know Batman was the reason I enlisted. No way. Yeah, way back before the guy even had a name. Changed the way I looked at things. I could make a difference. Life slapped you in the face. He was young. Now you're back here trying to take him down. Funny how things work out.
Coming control, this is Falcon 4. We've got a hostage being held at the City Vision building. They're heavily armed. Over.
Move, Flatness! Move! I'm going! Is that what I think it is? Batman, step on it!
Batman just saved my ass. I'm heading back to base.
It's Batman! Get us out of here! Look out! It's the Bat!
This is Falcon 4 to control. Rioters have one of the missing fire crew in Port Adams. They're armed. Over.
Batman just hit a serpent drone!
So I tried one of those question mark games they have around here. Pretty fun.
Look out! It's the Bat!
Nah, Penguin's parents were Gotham royalty. He got
militia have explosives deployed around the city. Time to hunt them down.
There's gotta be someone left in Gotham worth robbing. Or, you know, at least beating. Where's Batman been hiding it? He's gonna get us! No chance! Freaking panic attacks, freaking fear gas. I barely breathe the whiff of this stuff.
Control, we have a riot taking place in Grand Avenue. It's going off down there.
Cash, I've taken down the malicious aerial drones on Miyagani Island. You can resume helicopter patrols.
On it, Batman. So, Batman's not actually a bat, right? It's just, I'm pretty sure I saw him. Clear, and he kind of looked like a giant bat.
Serpent down!
Has Batman handed himself in yet? I want to go home. No. And quit asking. You give me a headache.
Control, Falcon 3. There's a militia checkpoint based at the Botanical Gardens. Sentry guns in operation. Over. Give it up, Wayne. You're outnumbered.
Run yourself!
It's over for you, Wayne. Take him down. You were dead the minute they took off that mask. No one's gonna care who you are when you're dead. Too easy. Get behind him. Take your best shot. Ah! Ah! I'll get it. Ah!
Brute force works on unskilled opponents, Batman. But are you ready to take on a warrior?
militia have taken up a position underneath the botanical gardens. Bad mistake.
I think they might disagree with you, sir. Scans are showing them to be armed and protected with multiple sentry gun placements.
You seen it? Bat's got all kinds of bling on that car, man. Whose idea was it to set up underneath the damn cliff? Lady's dead. We're safe. Just imagining what one of those vines could do. Probably rip you in half, or squish your head like a pimple. Thanks. I feel so much better. Reports placed Quinzel in the northern sector of Leak Island. Say she came back for the bat.
The knight said you were gutless!
Control, rioters spotted in Grand Avenue, over.
Damn it! It's not a freaking tank! Oh, God. Get us out of here!
Don't think I won't kill you!
You know, I saw my folks get whacked when I was a kid, too. And you getting all self-righteous about it.
The knight was right. Here's nothing. made me?
Checkpoints remaining. I'll take them all.
The occupation's hanging on by a thread, sir.
There's plenty of men left out there waiting to kill you.
I saw a bunch of Penguin and Harvey's boys working together. I'm telling you, the sign of the apocalypse. They will flatten us! Move! I'm going! That's the important thing.
I need to pick a target before giving an order. This chip will let me mimic Riddler's signals and give commands to his robots.
Missing is if that freak from a drop flew in here. And now I've seen a couple of prison rides in my time, but this is way better. As if Wayne didn't have enough expensive cars.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games, and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Man, Batman gets unmasked, puts away Scarecrow, and he's still out there. Take a night off already, you playboy vigilante nutcase.
Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all. What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going vroom, vroom really fast. Careful, Detective! I'd like the car to be working when I'm done. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Faster, Dark, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes? Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours. Onto the track, Dark Knight! Once more! Now pay attention, Detective. Go left. Oh, Detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, Detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they can...
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many more. Too many more. Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, Detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
Established. As expected, sir, a small drone force has been deployed to stop you.
Target spotted! Falcone Shipping Yard! Armor holding! Targets hit a drone! Drone offline. Drone down!
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion. Two bombs left. No one holds Gotham hostage.
Well, no one gets away with it, sir.
Not bad. I I can't remember the last time I saw carnage like that.
Falcon 5 to control. Rioters in Chinatown, over.
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.
Or Batman. Also his, what do you call it? Mystique. I'm getting out of here! Back here!
Well, Dark Knight, eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are. These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. So elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. Poor Batman. Listen, when I'm stuck on a puzzle, I find it helps to... You know, it's never come up.
It might help if I used the remote Batmobile controls.
Attached to that fancy tank of yours to solve this one. This is... This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Congratulations, Dark Knight. You've earned the right to play the next part of the puzzle. Head over to the board.
Oh joy. Time to play the will my head explode game again.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? What's the matter? Don't trust the world's greatest detective to get it right?
You better be right, Batman. Head still attached? Great. Collar still attached? Not so great.
Congratulations! You've achieved the very minor victory of not being as stupid as you look. Not stupid as you look. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate the orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go. You want to take the wheel? Let's go see the blown up factory. Come on. I kind of feel like I lost something knowing he's Bruce Wayne. Yeah, you know, like when you realize Santa Claus is really that drunk uncle.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck. claims you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry, do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading feng shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Your mockery is pointless, Cat. I don't have any friends at all. You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. Point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Two questions and two answers, children. But which goes where? You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. Point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Two questions and 2 answers, children. But which goes where? You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Two questions and 2 answers, children. But which goes where? You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Two questions and 2 answers, children. But which goes where? Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Batman. Catwoman, you're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission. Here, why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant? Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? Well, that was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Get out of here!
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack, detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead vats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight. Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Come on, Detective. It's a linear course. Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrapped. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead vats of pressure. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. You'll be cracked, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. Detective. You're miscalculating corners, swerving through straights. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Oh, Dark Knight. That looked like it hurt. Did it? Do you even know what a racing line is? Oh no, you lost! What's wrong? Can't cope when I set a time limit?
Can't cope.
Faster back then, like Ernie! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Aren't things clearer now that that insane clown has been disposed of? Now you know who your real nemesis is. If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you. Enough! Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Which cabinet, kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Can you trust him, Catwoman?
Trust.
Ready to die, my dear?
Die.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps could even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana. Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh, dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Very good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. The only mammal capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. It must feel wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. That cape work? Shape memory fibers? Some sort of collapsible harness? An arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you? Good work, Detective! You are literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. The next key awaits you.
I can't leave Catwoman alone to choose the key. She'll die without my help.
More cabinets. Great. I love
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get...
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
Best towel.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Hey, don't shove. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me.
There's more where that came from, Batman. I've built a highly efficient production line.
Leave the blue ones to me.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank you. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
I should have left after the GCPD attack.
The GCPD helicopter reported a hostage situation in Port Adams, sir. One of the Station 17 firefighters. The captors are entrenched with firearms. Rather a lot of them.
You wait! The chief's gonna make you all pay for this! What? You kidding me? And I thought things were gonna settle down without Joker. I'm having fun just in that. I'll check the guy he knocked out. Where?
Over here!
I've got your back.
Huh?
This guy, is he dead? Where are you? Over here. Over here. I found him. Over. There he is! He ain't getting away again! Move! man, please!
You know, I'm grateful for a job, but I never signed up for this. First the fires, now the whole city under attack?
I'm positive the arsonist
Fire, yeah.
The fire crew's in... I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence. Establishing the remote link now, sir. Reinforcements are imminent. Master Bruce, the militia has moved a sizable heavy armor unit towards your location.
I've got him! He's by Port Adams! Rattler offline! Drone holding position, under fire! Lost the Mamba drone! Taking out a drone. He's hitting us hard. Lost the diamond. Dragon down.
The power winch to trigger a controlled explosion. One explosive device left to deal with. The militia's grip on Gotham is loosening.
To do one assassin's job.
The militia won't... I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
No way you're catching me going anywhere near Ace Chemicals now, my friend. Run him down!
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth.
Riddle me this. What's dead? You!
Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Wish. Is it merely incompetence in carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? You're barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. You know, the line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's...
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? Oh, can't decide, Dark Knight?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Then giant plants burst out of the ground.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
You know, oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Twist.
Nearly there, Selina.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Keep them coming.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you. Because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
You said you were getting the smokes. That's the whole reason we raided that thing. Is that what I think it is? Damn it! Get out! Go! Go out! Go! Go! Damn it! Get out! Go! Get out of here!
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Come on, detective! Back to the start of the course! Back to the start of the course! When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed. Such a pity I couldn't show you the Riddler mobile. It's bigger, faster, several times more aesthetically pleasing than your vehicle. It's in the shop. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Goodbye. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Turn around, you dark knucklehead. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Too slow. What was that, a practice run? Try it again at some semblance of speed.
Speed!
If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. her that Roman knockoff Mercury. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Not good enough. Too slow, Detective. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. I knew it. I knew you'd fail. To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Dark Knight. Don't tell me I need to hover in front of you waving a flag to get you to turn around. Around, you dark knucklehead. Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. A failure. You're too slow, Dark Knight. In every sense of the word. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Would you like another attempt at that lap? line is... Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. God, I mean, I knew you'd fail. Never doubted it for a moment. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. No, Detective, turn around! Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You appear to have lost. Can't think and drive at the same time, Dark Knight. Drive. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Don't be ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. Where did you learn how to drive? You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke?
I can't. Leave the car now. The clock's ticking.
Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow. What was that? Practice run. Try it again at some semblance of speed. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Even know what a racing line is? Now, detective, time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Ready to die, my dear? Oh, this is too tense to watch. Thank goodness I'm recording it for posterity. Thank goodness.
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Have a photographic memory, detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Penguin's weapons caches have been found and...
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
You see what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out. He's on our tail. Outrun that thing. Come on, close him. Soldiers, bombs, fear gas clouds, tanks absolutely freaking everywhere. Crazy poison ivy pollen, not to mention the bat driving around in his personal war machine all night. Next time there's an evacuation, I'm getting on the bus.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in. We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that'd be my job.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selina, watch out! Get ready.
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
Still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
You fraud! You chancing, fumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down with the grasp of your obvious superior, then I will stoop to a pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed the suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please understand, Dark Knight. This is an intellectual victory above all.
Ready?
Burn, Batman! Which color do you prefer? This is the end! My apotheosis!
Finally!
I will beat you! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
So hang on. If Batman is Bruce Wayne, then who's been playing Bruce Wayne all this time? As a force of nature. This whole Wayne thing ruins it for me. So has the Bat taken care of these Arkham Knight punks yet? Was one of Scarecrow's patients back at the asylum. I'm glad the Bat got him.
Contributed to the ongoing redevelopment of Fowler's Island, filling it with riddles. When you die trying to solve them, I will generously allow the city to transform my creations into public exhibits. taste of someone else's failure. Faster next time, Detective, or you will fail again. Faster next time, Detective.
Under that visor after all. You think he knew Batman?
I can't do that. I need to get clear.
I wish Joker's Funland was still open. No lines for the Ferris wheel. Sounds pretty nasty. Let's go see. Guys, let's do it. Let's kill Bruce Wayne. Kill Batman sounded cooler. Yeah, it did.
Dear Gotham, this is a public service announcement. I just wish to inform you that Batman has not solved my riddles because he is deeply, deeply stupid. Thank you. You may now all go about your tedious lives.
Sleep after Joker died.
Don't scare me. This is our city. We get to terrorize it. No one else.
I need to choose a location to issue an order. I need to choose a location to issue an order. I'm under attack. That won't work.
Scarecrow pulling this on Halloween. Guess he's got a sense of humor after all.
I can't give an order without choosing a target first.
First Joker dies. Now the Batman's unmasked. Gotham's gonna be a different place from now on.
need to choose a location they can reach before I issue an order.
To obey orders from anyone with a sub-150 IQ.
Screw this! I'm gone! He's here!
This was the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.